Hello friends, I'm glad that you are back. Today we are actually doing Hello friends and welcome back to lesson number 2 about the life cycle of the plant. Before you finish lesson number 1, we were supposed to draw a picture using all these pieces. A friendly reminder that today is Wednesday, May 6, 2020, and this is my lesson number 2. Okay, so just to remember the pieces of the plant that we talked, I'm going to go over the list. If you can help me, and we're going to start with this one. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Everybody, seed, root, stem, leaves, flower, fruit. And we talk about these pieces of the plant. Very good. So now I want to give you, to get your attention over that. We're going to use our life cycle. This is Unit 4, Delicious Food, Story, the Outdoor Market, and this is our life cycle. A life cycle, the word cycle is, like bicycle. The cycle is a circle, and it tells you that everything that begins at one place will come back all the way back again. And this is actually like life, okay? So today we're going to specifically talk about the plants and how they change and grow. On the bottom of this chart, we have 4 different pictures, okay? And that's where we're going to use those words. So I want to write the words in a moment with you. But first, as usual, remember when we were in the class, we are not going to be able to cut this paper, but I still can let our scissors go. So there they go. Ching. And remember, that was your clue for you to cut the paper. Okay. Now this time I will do the paper. You're going to help me to choose which picture goes where. Okay. So on the bottom of your chart, we have only 4 pictures, right? And so here is my list of the 4 pieces we're going to be needing, okay? And so I'm going to tell you what we're going to be needing. So number 1, we're going to need the first thing. So when a plant is going to grow, the first thing they need is a seed, right? Because that's where they grow from. So we're going to use the word seed, and that will be my first word, okay? So I'm going to hold this right here. I hope you can see it. Yes. And we're going to write the word seed. And I wrote my title for this chart, plants, okay? You don't have to write it, but you're going to help me. Seed, seed. So what is the beginning of that word? Very good. Start with the letter S. Seed. And this one has 2 letters E together, and together they say E. Listen to the word seed. So what is the last letter? Very good. It's the letter D. We're going to put the letter D. You put the little circle and then the long stick. And that's the first thing we're going to need. We're going to need a seed. If you want to grow something, you're going to need a seed. Okay. Another word that we're going to need now is when the seed is on the ground and is absorbing. Remember, we use the word absorbing, or is squeezing, taking everything from the ground. Is when the seed open and start developing the first roots, right? And the little stem grows from the seed, and that's what we call a sprout. Listen to this, sprout. So we're going to start with what letter? Very good, the letter S. Letter P. Somebody says letter P. Good job. Okay. And then we have 2 vowels, the letter O and the letter U. In this case, sprout. Because look at this. Here's a word that you already know. And I'm going to make a circle here, because this is one of our side words. So what word is this one? That's the word out. Do you see it? So sprout. Everybody say sprout. And I'm going to show you a picture of a sprout in a moment. Okay, so don't worry. That's a sprout. After the sprout, when the little seed is having little roots and the stem is growing, that little, it's like a baby plant with little leaves and it's already out of the ground. That's our seedling. So we're going to copy the word seed. Seed. And it's like a baby plant. It's called a seedling. And I'm going to copy that piece at the end. Seedling. Okay, everybody say seedling. I'm going to show it to you. Good job. And finally, the plant grows taller, has a lot of leaves, and the stem is stronger and thicker. And that's what the plant is, an adult plant. So I'm going to write an adult, like me. I am an adult, like your mother or your father or your grandmother or your grandfather. Those are adults. So I'm going to write adult. Adult is that's going to be an adult plant. And we know the word plant because it's right here, right? Okay, it's okay if I don't have space and I have to come out of my box. It's okay. Let me close my marker. I'm going to close the other one I was using. And those are the 4 words we're going to learn today, and we're going to use them for our life cycle chart, okay? So let's start with the first one. Everybody say seed. Very good. Everybody say sprout. Sprout. Everybody say seedling. Seedling. And finally, adult. Adult plant. Very good. Okay, those what we're gonna need. Then we're gonna use the pictures. Okay. If you're ready for our chart, happy hands together on your lap. Okay, so we have here the title, because remember the title is the name of the activity, and it says, let's help me everybody, life cycle of the plant chart, because this is actually a chart, and I actually added some numbers so it's easier for you to find it, and we have 4 pictures. So we say that the first thing we're gonna do when the plant is gonna grow, we're gonna need, the first thing we say we're gonna need is, we're gonna need the seed, number 1. So which picture is the seed? You think it's the first one? This one? This one? Which one is the seed? Very good. Let's put the seed in the right place. So first, plants begin like babies. They are tiny little seeds, okay? Then after the seeds, they are in the ground. We planted them and they start squeezing and absorbing or taking in all the good things the ground has for seeds to grow. And they become, part number 2, they become a sprout. Everybody say sprout. Good job. Remember the word out at the end. So it's like a baby plant, but it's still hanging on the seed. So look at the pictures and think which one goes. Is this picture number 1, picture number 2, or picture number 3? Which one do you think it goes here? What number do you say? Very good. Well, let's click and see. Ching. That's the right one, and that's called a sprout. And I want you to look at the picture. Still, the sprout has a baby stem with some small leaves. It has the root on the bottom, but still is hanging on the seed. Now, after that, the seed comes through the ground and is becoming the part number 3, which is called a seedling. So a seedling is like a baby plant. The stem is out, it has more leaves, and you don't see the seed anymore. It's not in the picture, okay? So you think it's picture number 1 or picture number 2? We have 2 choices. Okay, hands up, together, down. Let's see what is the right answer. That is a seedling. Everybody say seedling. Good job. And finally, the plant is continue growing, but now it's an adult. And when the plant is an adult, it's ready to give fruit, flowers and fruit for you to actually eat. And obviously, we have only one last square and we have only one last picture. So let me think. Which one do you think it goes? Of course, the last one, right? So here it goes. Ching! And that's the adult. Very good. We're going to give an applause to our word, but it's going to be a quiet applause. Everybody. Very quiet. Shh. Very quiet. Good job. Okay. So now let's go back. Now you have the 4 pictures. I'm going to show you the name of the word and then the picture. So number 1 we say everybody seed, and that's right here. And then we go to number 2, and number 2 is a sprout. Let's go to the sprout. And then number 3 we have the seedling, and seedling is right here. And finally the plant is ready to have babies, to have seeds. That's the adult plant, and that's on number 4. And when the fruit fall on the ground and we get the seeds out, they'll start the process again. Because this is like a process, the process of growing. So today, let me remind you, we talk about the life cycle of the plant, and we talk about 4 different things. 4 different things. So we talk about, number 1, we talk about the seed. Number 2, we talk about the sprout. Number 3, we talk about the seedling. And number 4, we say what? The adult. Very good. Well, we finished with this life cycle today. Thank you for coming to Mr. Solano's science class today. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Okay? Bye-bye, friends.